Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Monday, June 10th, 2024. Time is 9:11. And yes, that is New Jersey time, Jersey time. Anyway, first of all, I want to give a shout out to that, well, let me get the story here. I happened to be sitting at a traffic light and there was a pickup truck next to me. And my window's down and his windows were down because it's a kind of nice day out here in Jersey today. And he goes, "Hey, are you John?" I go, I looked over, I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I watch your videos, man. I get it. I know what you're doing. I know what you're saying, man. I support it. I like it." You know, words to that effect. He was very complimentary to me. I asked him what department he was in, and it turned out it's one of the local departments along the Jersey Shore. It's a nice view of the ocean and Sandy Hook. That's all I'm going to say. He was a sergeant, and he was very complimentary. I wish I could have talked more with him, but the light changed to green, and we had to go about our own way, and I gave him a thumbs up and said thank you, and that's that. So what I'm trying to say, people, is sometimes I feel like just, what am I doing here? You know, I'm just causing problems for myself, I suppose, but you know, sometimes it is alarming sometimes when I'm out in public with somebody, and that happens frequently, where somebody goes, "Hey, are you that guy with the videos? Hey, you that guy, and you know, you never know, they friend or foe." And so far, it's all been friends. I've only had one bad interaction, and that happened to be at my job when a Matawan police sergeant came in, and he came in the office, and he says, "Hey, what's up, Gunnison?" I go, "Oh, you know," and he goes, yeah, I seen your videos." I go, "What do you think?" He goes, "I don't agree with everything." So that's how I know he's a bad cop. See, good cops like my channel. They like it. They don't like this crap that's going on around me. It makes them look bad. They get lumped in with it. You know, we can't, when you meet a cop, you can't decipher if he's a good cop or a bad cop. You know, you just have to assume he's a bad one and work it from there. You know, I try to treat every, you know, when I interact with police, you know, I always have the rule. You're nice to me, I'm nice to you. That's how it is. If you're going to be a jerk off with me, then I guess I'm going to be a jerk off back to you, or I'm just going to walk away with you and not bother you. But so anyway, that brings me to the point of this video. But anyway, what I was saying, you know, that cop saying that to me, he didn't have to say anything to me. He could have said, "Oh, that's that guy with the videos." But it's little things like this that make me continue doing this, because I'm not gonna lie to you people, sometimes I just feel like I don't feel like doing this anymore. I feel just like moving on, and feel like I don't have to hide or keep it quiet what I'm doing with certain groups of people. But it's things like that, little statements like that, emails I get random emails from people thanking me for what I'm doing and to keep up the good work. And I want you all people out there to know that you're the one that motivates me, you know. I could be doing other things, but I know I'm doing something here to change the world, to try to make it better. So anyway, so what the purpose of this video, besides me patting myself on the shoulder and giving a shout out, is the other day I was at work and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. It's a personal friend. And I said, "What is your definition?" We were talking about cops, and I happened to say, "Well, there are no good cops." He said, "Well, you know, you can't say that there. I know a few good ones out there." I go, "Yeah, there are some good ones out there." And so the question really is, and this is where I'm getting at, is what is the definition of a good cop? That's really the big question. What is the definition of a good cop? I mean, if you're in law enforcement, a good cop to me would be a cop that blindly follows orders, does what he's told to do, goes that extra mile, tries to get arrests and give out tickets and do things like that. To me, from a law enforcement, that's a good cop. A good cop, you know, a good cop in law enforcement will always back his fellow officer and never rat him out, and perpetuate the blue line propaganda stuff that they're out there protecting servants. So that's one way of saying, hey, that's a good cop. But then the other good cop would be like the sheeples, the bootlickers, all that. They see these guys, these government employees with the badges on and the uniforms and the guns, and they think they're all out there protecting them. And in their mind, they're good. because they're out there protecting them. And then there's the other good cop. The good cop who, this is fantasy land as far as I'm concerned. The other good cop is the cop that respects people's rights, doesn't beat people up, employs a little empathy in the job, pulls some hours, or pulls a teenager over, and a teenager, no, it's not a problem. Well, it could be a problem here in New Jersey because you got to be over 21. But let's just say you're 17, you got a little roach in your car or something, you get pulled over by the cops, and next thing he's arresting you because you had a roach. Instead of just saying, you know what, this is stupid. I'm not going to ruin this kid's life over something stupid like this. And I know some cops have done this. They've told me they've done that. They said they're not going to screw up a kid's life because they take the bag out and they crush it on the ground or something like that. So that could be another way of a good cop. A good cop who respects people's rights and employs a little empathy and lets his conscience guide him. So that's another. But I could shoot holes in that little... Because I used to think that. I used to think, well, as long as the cop respects people's rights, he's a good cop, he's doing the right thing. But that's a fantasy, because the Bill of Rights is there. Our rights are there to protect us against police. And why would police want to respect something that works against them? They don't want you to know their rights. That's why they want to take advantage of you. So to say that they respect people's rights, nah, I don't buy that one. I'm not sure I buy the other three, but really, so the big question here I'm asking all you people is, what is the definition of a good cop? Now, then my other question is, I was thinking about going live with this. Maybe one night this week. We can go live and I can interact with everybody there. If you want to do that, we could do it sometime like around, 8 o'clock. Is that a good time for everybody? Yeah, it's 8 o'clock Eastern time. So I don't know what time be where you're at, but I was thinking about going live. I can do it now. I have the facilities and the means to do it. So I really would like to interact with everybody and see if we can come up with a definitive answer as to what a good cop is. Maybe some of you people could go to a coffee with a cop and ask them what is their definition of a cop. I would like to do something like that. Unfortunately, every time they hold these coffee with the cops, it's in the morning when I gotta work. If they would do it on the evening or sometime when I can go, but like most people out there, I have a job and I have to, I gotta go to work in the morning. Certain days of the week I am off and available, but again, they don't seem to have these things when I'm available. Because I think that's going to be this summer's project. Get down to what is a good cop? What is a good cop? What is a good cop? Ask yourself, think about it before you respond, and let's see if we can come up with a definition. I'm John Van Dyke from New Jersey Exposed. Till next time, people.